Hello and welcome back to this channel, Rookie Year Soccer. Today we're going to be looking at Manchester United and England star Marcus Rashford and which cards of his are best to invest in. Let's get going. So before we start the video properly, I'd just like to say that more than 60% of my viewers right now aren't subscribed. So if you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit that like button on this video, go watch my other stuff and subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to break this video down into a couple of different sections. Firstly, we're going to talk about Marcus Rashford as a player and why he's so good. And then we're going to talk about his cards after that. So Marcus Rashford has kind of divided opinion in the soccer card investing community for a while, and I just like to say that my personal opinion is I struggle to see why people doubt him. Now, again, this is my personal opinion, and you know, you're perfectly within your own right to form your own opinion about Rashford. So yeah, what I'm going to be saying is just what I think. So let's just look purely at stats by comparing him to other players that the market is really loving in his similar position. So last season in the Premier League, Rashford played 31 games. He scored 17 goals and he got 7 assists. Now let's compare that to Serge Gnabry, who arguably is playing in a less competitive league. Gnabry played 31 games and he scored 12 times with 10 assists. Now if we compare Rashford to Griezmann, who's playing in La Liga, arguably an even easier league than the Premier League and the Bundesliga, Griezmann played 35 times, scoring 9 times and getting 4 assists. So straight away, there's a huge difference in Rashford's stats compared to two players who are of a similar position and caliber. And I think that a lot of people like to dismiss Rashford without looking at his stats. He's just putting up some really great numbers, and I think they're too good to ignore. He's also been playing in a Manchester United team that's really been struggling in recent years compared to the dominant force that they used to be, and I think that makes his stats even more impressive. So his recent form has been even more impressive. He's scored some really fantastic and crucial goals recently against the likes of Newcastle, PSG, and of course the fantastic hat-trick that he scored against Leipzig in the Champions League. So yeah, all of that's come together, and in my mind, I think Rashford deserves the hype that he is getting at the moment, and sort of is proving his doubters wrong. You have to remember that he's only 22 years old. I think he's turning 23 very, very shortly, but yeah, he's incredibly young, and he's going to be in the spotlight when the Euros come round. So I think that he's a great investment, and a much more proven one than some of these young players who people are hyping up without stats to back it up. His work off the field, doing fantastic things for welfare in the United Kingdom, raising awareness of child poverty and helping to feed kids who are living in poverty all over the UK is just so admirable, and it's also bringing him into the spotlight. So he's getting a lot of media coverage, which from an investment point of view is great, but also you just have to stand up and applaud him for what he's doing in our society right now. So yeah, that's kind of my summary of him as a player. I think he's fantastic on the pitch and off the pitch, and that is why I believe that his cards are a good investment. But that leads us on to which cards should you pick? He's got a lot of them out there, and obviously some are going to make better investments than others. So to figure this out, I'm going to split this up into 3 different sections. Firstly, we've got rookie cards. Secondly, we've got the more budget to medium tier price cards. And then thirdly, we'll look at some more expensive cards that if you've got a bit of a bigger budget, you can splash out on. So it's probably worth noting that I might miss out some cards here. I'm not going to cover them all, but I do want to cover ones that I think have some significance. So in terms of rookie cards, Rashford actually has a number to choose from. The ones that I'm going to highlight are his 2016-2017 Select. There's 2 variations of this card. There's one of him in a white England jersey and one of him in a red England jersey. Of course, there's also multiple colour variations of these as well, so for simplicity we'll just talk about the base cards. He's also got a Stadium Club, a Top Stadium Club card. It's got a nice little rookie card logo on it as well, and it's got a really nice, interesting landscape image of him celebrating a goal. I really like this card. I think it's unique, and I think it's certainly one that is undervalued at the moment. In terms of stickers, his rookie sticker that I'm going to be focusing on is his Euro 2016 update sticker. This features him in a white England kit and is slightly rarer because he actually wasn't part of the initial Euro 2016 stock of stickers. Now, in terms of prices, these rookie options are actually really pleasantly priced. The select base you can get from between $10 to $20 at the time of filming. I saw someone advertising them for $8, which just seems ridiculously cheap to me. They may have gone up since he scored his hat-trick in the Champions League, but yeah, really not pricey at all. The Stadium Club is again available for a great price. It's around $15 to $25, and his rookie sticker goes for, again, $15 to $30. Really does vary. Sometimes on eBay auctions you can get really lucky and get a great deal, but yeah, all of them really moderately priced, and I think that if you're looking to get into Rashford, into investing in him, these are great options. If you can afford it, try and get the Silver Prism version of his base select. It's just a better investment for the long term because they're rarer, and yeah, you might have to spend a little bit more now, but I think it'll be worth it. So the budget to medium tier options that I want to focus on for Marcus Rashford's cards are his 2018-2019 Donruss Optic Holo and his 2018 World Cup Prism. Now, in my opinion, his Optic Holo is one of the most undervalued cards out there. As recently as the start of October, they were going for £5 or about $8 with bids on eBay. Recently, a little bit of a price spike, probably due to his great performances. But honestly, if I was you, I'd be picking these up in as many numbers as possible. Now, Optic Holos are often very difficult to grade, but if you can find some with great centering, then by all means go for it. So Rashford's World Cup Prism is another great option, as I was saying. It won't break the bank. They've been going for a variety of different prices. They're actually incredibly changeable at the moment. Back in August, at the end of August, they were going from anywhere from $40 to $70, and I expect they'll be slightly less than that now. The reason why I like these options for budget to medium tier is because they are just really recognised sets. Donruss Optic is obviously incredibly well established, and so is Panini Prism, so yeah, that's why I like those. So now for the more expensive tier, so we're looking at cards that are sort of $75 and above. There's a lot of options here. There's just so many Rashford cards out there, so we'll focus on a few. The first I'd like to talk about is the yellow and green versions of his base select from 2016-2017. These have seen a crazy increase recently. As recently as a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, they were going for £25 with bids. I think that's about $35. Yesterday, one sold for £54 or about $70 to $75 with bids, so huge price increase there. Now, for other expensive cards, I actually really struggled when researching this video on prices to find. There wasn't that many sold on eBay recently, even worldwide, and so I was at a little bit of a loss at how to price these, but I'll just tell you about some cards which I would expect to be more expensive. You've got any colour variations of his 2019-2020 Premier League Prism, first Premier League Prism set. Again, I think that's a great buy. You've got colour variations of his Topps Chrome Champions League cards. Again, I think that's fantastic. And then you've got sort of the laser, hyper, silver prisms, whatever you want to call those sort of variations of his World Cup card. So those are other ones that I'd go for. You've also got the red and blue wave, black and gold. Those are your more expensive ones. So from the cards that I've spoken about in today's video, I think those are the most safe investments that you can make. So I know that I probably haven't narrowed it down too much for you to one card that I think you should invest in. That's because I want you to sort of do your own research and form your own opinion about what card you want to buy. But if you were to pressure me right now to pick one, I would go with his Topps Stadium Club with the rookie card logo. I think it's a fantastic option, and I think that it's really unique. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still experimenting with my style of video, lighting, all that sort of thing. So do bear with me. I've only been having this channel for a month, so I'm still getting used to how I want it to look and what I want the videos to go like. If you are enjoying it, I'd really love it if you could subscribe to the channel, because it really motivates me to help put out content as well. But yeah, I'll see you for the next episode very soon.